welcome to the stage, Stickels!
Hey everybody. Hey. How's everyone? Feeling good? Happy? That's great to hear. This is a picture of Tony Abbott blocking a punch with his face. When I'm having a bad day, give it a look. It makes me so happy. Now, I've got to intervene really early. This is a sustainable comedy gig. You need to laugh sustainably. And it's not all beer and Skittles. You're going to have to change your behaviour. I need you to stop doing this. I need you to stop this. No one can keep that shit up. I recommend this. or even better, especially for a Melbourne crowd, funny. Everything I'm going to say tonight, by the way, it's just my opinion, okay? You don't have to take it on. You know what they say, opinions are like assholes. We've all got one. They're rarely empirically backed up. They're too rarely peer-reviewed. What else needs to be sustainable? I'm really passionate about food security. I'm worried, I think about when, you know what they say, society breaks down as we know it, and we sort of start eating each other alive. I'm preparing for that by eating like a gluttonous prick. I'm storing energy. We don't need Elon Musk. I'm storing the energy that I expect to have expended in about 20 years defending my family and friends, some of you in the room, from like land pirates. It's actually getting fat that's helped me take on comedy, because I was worried that I just look a bit more like a sort of a schlubby everyman, and sort of taken the edge off of my sort of demographics, overeducated, underpaid, sort of, it's made my arrogance a bit more cute. But I can't escape the neoliberal paradigm in which I grew up. So, classic start to a joke, isn't it? It's the old one about the neoliberal paradigm. I've got to utilise what I've got. I may as well use it. Okay, so you see that I have set myself up as sort of a mobile ad space. This time it's the Knitting Nanas. I go cheap for progressive causes. Steep discounts, everything must go. I love the anarchy of the Knitting Nanas, and if you love the Knitting Nanas, give it up for them right now. Now, a lot of folks, not a lot, some, I don't know where you guys are at. Some folks, to me, they actually don't understand the link between environmentalism and social justice. For me, I just think that my environmentalism is social justice for people who don't exist yet. Like, some of the times, like a lot of the time, I'm doing stuff for future Luke. And sometimes, I'm really messing with that guy. Look, environmentalism and sustainability, it's getting away from self-interest, and it's thinking about others, and it's thinking sort of about the whole and how it gets on. That kind of compassion is sort of what we need, so I sort of drill myself by thinking and worrying about what kind of world we're going to leave to Rupert Murdoch's descendants. It's a real, it's not just an ethic, it's really practical, because, to put it simply, the poor will not survive. rich folks are, you know, I imagine like the descendants of, say, like Delta Goodrum. I don't know what her politics are, but Delta Goodrum, she, you know, her offspring, like, I just imagine the little kids like fighting off the like Uber security droids of the Murdoch compound in, you know, 200 years. And, you know, their names, it's like, Omega, Goodrum, and Gamma, come over here, let's play at the Murdoch compound, let's play in the rain. And asking the mini Murdochs to come out. And of course, Rupert's still alive. It's 200 years in the future. He already looks like this kind of prehistoric, sort of mottled, sort of ball bag that we kind of pulled out of the Laurentian abyss. And he will kind of outlive us all, you know. And he's still the patriarch of the compound, obviously. He's like, kids, you can go out there and play in the rain, but you've got to put on your hazmat suits. They're anti-acid, they're anti-nuclear, they're anti-everything. Just zip up. And they're so cute too. They're so cute. So as they're heading for the door, like, listen, I'm more worried about you messing with those Palmer kids. They're weird. We keep our blood pure. And finally, he sort of remembers just before they shut the door, and he holds them back and he says, "Hang on, have you finished your homework on the Great Barrier?" Look. It's not like, I mean, hashtag not all rich people. Not all rich people are Tories, but all Tories are sort of fighting for rich causes. So there will be kind of an awkward group of like champagne progressives who survive 200 years in the future, and they'll be like endangered species. They'll be like doing like fish signs in the sand to each other, like trying to communicate like the early Christians, you know, and dodging for their lives from like Eddie Maguire's descendants, who by this stage, they don't bully, they are eating champagne progressives at this point in time. It's awkward. People with how we think of the rich, it's awkward. Please let me explain why. Some people deal with the awkwardness by saying, money doesn't make them happy. And they couldn't be more right. Money doesn't make them happy. It's the sex, the drugs, the boats, the resorts, the bribed officials, the lack of fear, and the absolute certainty makes them happy. I like being hungry. It makes me feel safe. It builds my character. It's like intense sunburn. It's like industrial logging accidents. Other people say you can't take it with you, and yet, if you're really rich, you can literally stave off death. Kanye's got a line about it. Magic Johnson's got the cure for AIDS, but all the broke motherfuckers passed away. Are you telling me that if my grandma was in the NBA right now, she'd be okay? So we need to cuddle. A human cuddle with the rich. We need to cuddle them and nurture them and just put our arms around their necks and just squeeze the mutual humanity. Everyone feels pain. There is something we can share together. And that's sort of my message. The awkwardness, we've got that love, we've got the resentment, and we've got the powerlessness. In that way, a bit like our parents, how we think of our parents. They've got undue influence over our lives, and you know, they're kind of act like children evermore, and they're completely detached from reality, so they're very similar. But the rich are going to fund the saving of the earth. They're going to fund the NGOs. They're going to fund all the organisers like Max and these other lads. They're going to come up with the technological innovations, and that's really important. So it's you know, if you are rich out there, I have, yes, made it more awkward between you and I. I accept that. But if you're not rich, then you might feel like we're losing. But who's a sports person out there? Sports people, shout out. Okay, so if you're a sports person, you know that you only learn when you lose. Winning, it's very hard to learn. You do everything the same again. Losing it's hard. I don't want to brag, but I might be the most learned person in this room. My brother quit smoking 7 times. He's so good at it by the last time. I've got an uncle and auntie together 40 years. I've got another uncle divorced 3 times. I know who to go for advice. So, I mean, I've worked for so many community organisations that, you know, just get by on the smell of an oily rag.
So I really understand, and when I say oily rag, Melbourne oily rag, I mean the Australian newspaper. So I just want to leave you, like, hug a rich person today, okay? Because it's radical love, it's important. You never know when they've just blocked a punch with their face on a scholarship they didn't deserve. Thank you and good night.